In ancient times, I think it's reasonable to suppose that women were never really supposed to be part of the um, planning and design and the discussions that took place among men as they chose a course of action, perhaps for the tribe, or as they settled their grievances in the gates and organized economic matters, I suppose. Um, the women were not involved in those sorts of discussions, and really rightly. And this has been part of the rebellion, hasn't it? That women have been somehow kept out of, careful, informed debate because they were insufficiently intelligent, and that seems to be quite prejudicial to say it, and is provably mm, false because um, whatever intelligence is, there can be no doubting that there are highly intelligent women, as it were. Intelligent really just means having a lot of knowledge. So we have to consider that, I suppose. Intelligence is just overrated. If you know how to do the job that you have before you, that means you are intelligent in relation to that job. That's all it means. And if you say a man is very intelligent, then he probably knows a lot of jobs. But they've elevated it to some kind of mental superiority and social strata almost. And so the concept has been defiled, I think. But the exclusion of women from the, what would it be called, the forum, uh, you know, where men gathered and laid plans, is actually quite wise. And the exclusion, the idea that a man would ask of his wife for her opinion on a matter is very risky indeed. And I'll explain why I believe this, and I've come to believe this. But of course, I'm speaking on general terms. I'm certainly not laying down any kind of law. I'm just making an observation from what I've perceived in the main. Um, Women carry a kind of boundless energy. They are very powerful spirits, if you like. And because of their power and because of their nature, they are given to fancy. It comes with the territory, I think. And it's not by chance, of course, that condition was later identified as hysteria, because the word refers to the uterus, to the womb. It was related to women. And I don't think this is any kind of, how should we say, mark against women at all. It's just that because of their nature and also because of their, I suppose, maternal desire to protect children. And so any perceived danger for a woman is amplified and her anxiety increases. So it's dangerous to go to a woman for counsel for those reasons, and also because it would mean accepting their headship, which cannot be done. It's for us men to know what to do, and then to reassure the women that we do know what to do, and everything will be fine, and to deal with this spirit of hysteria, as it were. That is it is a useful spirit, but it must be controlled, because otherwise irrational actions will follow, as they always do when a man accedes to a woman's hysteria, because then she loses it completely. She needs somebody who will resist it. That's what she needs. Of course, she may not like the medicine, but that is the cure for it. There are exceptions to all generalizations, I'm quite sure. But, I think that would more or less do it. And so, a woman's role really is towards her husband, and to pleasing him in every matter, and to taking care of the household, and to bringing up the children. Those are her natural roles, and it's very important that she do them. And it's our role to make sure to put her in a position that she can, so to provide for her, and to make sure that everything is running properly, and to provide the funds necessary. Although the woman can also work if possible, it's a good thing, but not obviously not to the detriment of any family commitments or household commitments, because that would be part of her work in a way. I'm sure she wouldn't have been at all idle, really. But yes, in the matter of a woman's advice and so on and so forth, you see, they do have this intuition, and it can be tempting, I think, and I've certainly been tempted as a man to rely a little bit on this mythical creature of a woman's intuition, but it's a little bit naive to do so, and I think it's stepping into dangerous territory. The best conversations that I have with women are kind of like, they can be philosophical, as it were, but not. I don't go down some of the little roads that seem to open up. I really don't. Especially in this modern age with all the new age thinking that abounds. Well, I don't go down the new age road with anybody, to be perfectly honest, as I'm sure people have understood by now. Although I am wearing a copper bracelet. God bless.